The ATF, what America's Team Fraternity. I'm a Giants fan, but I'd like to comment on this a little bit. So, my first impression of when I found out what all this ATF business was is, you know, you have a small group of Cowboys fans separating themselves from the rest of their fan base, from the rest of the Cowboys fan base. And then the excuses used are, well, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. We don't threaten anybody. Trying to be very, I guess, conscientious about what is said. But then, I look at the group, the people in that group. There are good people in that group. Cowboy TD is, if he wasn't a Cowboys fan, he'd be perfect because he represents what a fan is. He's a diehard fan of his team, and he's vocal about it, but he is respectful. Now, there are members of the ATF that they're fans, but of all the things the ATF said they are here to represent, some of their members are not exactly what I would call the most respectful as far as not cussing, not threatening. I hear this: we don't threaten. Well, yeah, you do. There's people in there that threaten. J Wad, I love J Wad. Man, I told somebody he's the funniest person on the internet. When he gets on to cracking on somebody, man, he is hilarious. I love J Wad. As a Cowboys fan, he is awesome. But he threatens people. I mean, is that going to change now? I don't want it to change. I don't want J Wad to stop threatening people. I don't want to see the asshole of the day go away. It's funny. It's hilarious. And then and what really hurts me, well, not hurts me, but what I hate to see, Dallas all day. We got off to a rocky start. There were some things said on my first week of being on YouTube. There were some things said both ways that probably we would take back now, but I have a lot of respect for Dallas All Day 81 now. He in his one video he pretty much begged to be a part of. Saying he hopes to one day live up to the standards of the ATF and hopes to be a part of it and all this. The Cowboys fans in the CNS, and I hear the ATF is still part of the CNS. Well, no, you're not. You're not. You separated yourself from the CNS because you felt you were better than the CNS. Whether that is a better fan, which I don't believe you all meant, or have better morals, for lack of a better term. You hold yourselves to higher standards. You're separating yourself from the rest of the Cowboys fans. That's all it is. And a lot of the D-Town, he sees through it. Boognish, he sees through it. These are good Cowboys fans. I subscribe to the people mostly who I think make interesting videos, who I think represent their team well, and Dallas All Day, I think he represents his team well. Boognish, the other people, D-Town, so I just don't understand why, you have some people who hate on the ATF now that are Cowboys fans. You have some people who are trying to be members of the ATF and saying all the right things, and then man, the people in ATF are just eating this shit up. Put in your time on YouTube. Well, man, I'm sure most of these guys, Boognish and D-Town, they've been fans all their lives. I've been a Giants fan most of my life. Since I've been a football fan, I've been a Giants fan. Somebody told me, well, I haven't been on a fan on YouTube, on the internet, long enough to be a part of this group. Well, that's not a group I want to be a part of. I'm not a part of the Giants Mafia just because I'm not into the whole, to the whole thing, the whole group thing. I'm a Giants fan. I'll talk shit to Eagles fans, Cowboys fans, Redskins fans. I would expect them to talk the same shit to me, but I'm not really a big part of the whole membership, being in a group and all that. It's not my deal. It's not something I'm into. But if you have There should be, in my opinion, there should be four groups. There should be the Giants, the Cowboys, the Redskins, and the Eagles. When you have Cowboys fans saying, all right, we got this big fan base. We got the CNS. It's doing well. We got a bunch of fans. But let's take the better fans. Let's take the people who we are better than the rest of them. We'll make our own group. All that's going to cause animosity. So, that's... And I don't care. As a Giants fan, I don't care what you all do. I'm just saying, I'm just getting... I don't like hearing these excuses that the ATF members are now given about how you have to put your time in on YouTube. Why? What if somebody's been a Cowboys fan for 30 years, grew up that way, was a Cowboys fan all their life? Are you any better of a fan than they are? Who are you to judge that? And then, that's all I'm going to say on that. And then to the Spartan, I watched his video, and he says he's not here for himself. He's here to represent the Cowboys. No, you're not. We're all attention whores. That's why we're on YouTube. That's why we make videos. That's why we're doing what we do, because we like attention. Human beings are attention whores. You're not here. The Cowboys don't need you to represent them. They're not struggling. They're not there's Cowboys fans everywhere. We're on YouTube to represent ourselves as fans of a certain team. I plan on making Texas Rangers videos. I plan on making NASCAR videos. I plan on making more Giants videos. It's just the way it is. But I'm here representing myself. I'm not a representative of the New York Giants. They don't pay me to do that. They probably wouldn't pay me to do that when they see me. So, the whole, I'm not here to be selfish. I'm not here to represent myself to do that. I'm here for the Cowboys or whatever. That's bullshit, dude. You're here for yourself. There's plenty of Cowboys fans on the internet. I'm sure, you're not going to make a difference. They're not going to miss you if, you're not there. I'm sure the Cowboys don't really get onto YouTube and say, oh, Spartan, he represents us well. It don't happen. I'm sure there are people that watch YouTube, watch our videos, and say, yeah, he does well by his team. But in the long run, we're here for ourselves. We're here to represent ourselves as the fans of a fan base, as Giants fans, as Cowboys fans, as whatever. To say anything more noble would be a lie. It just is. It's the way it is. So, if anything, I'm here to represent beer. I'm a drunken Giants fan. But so, what I would say to the Cowboys fans that are not in the ATF, don't try to be a part of it. They separated themselves from you for a reason. Now, whether that reason, was because you've only been here for a month or whatever, they're basically saying, I'm not going to say they're saying that you're not good enough. They're saying you haven't put your time in as a Cowboys fan. Now, I'm sure breaking that down that way, a lot of Cowboys fans will not be very happy to hear that. Because I know if somebody says I haven't been a Giants fan long enough to be a part of some cliche or whatever, I would be mighty offended by that. So, with that said, I'm pretty sure that's all I got to say. I'm going to make another video tonight. I'm going to make a Rangers video, so I guess that's it. Just, guys, don't try to be a part of something that separates themselves from you. It's sad to see some good people, some good video makers, like Dallas all day, man. I bring you up again because I like you, dude. You're a cool guy, and it's not right seeing you almost begging to be a part of this. It's not right. So you're better than that, dude. You're better than that. So with that, I wish you all a good night and a happy life to all of you.